All right, hi Hawks. So we're coming to you live with the True Story Tuesday, and I thought since you're always hearing my stories and the people in my life, I thought it would be cool if for my True Story Tuesdays over the next few weeks while I'm away, I have guests on my True Story Tuesday. So today, our first guest, who is also participating in our hoodie and hat and sock, you can't see our socks, but sock spirit day, is going to be my sister Kara. So you've heard stories about her. I've told you about my sister in class. And now she is here for True Story Tuesday. Okay, so I came up with a topic. You all, or some of you, requested topics in the Google form. So if you haven't seen that yet, it's in our leadership Google Classroom under the work for this week. It says True Story Tuesday request or something like that. You just click on that form, add in your ideas. You get to pick three, and then you send them, and I'll pick a new one each week. If you think of more later, you can always go out and fill out the form again. So this one were topics that were created by Nick, Madeline, and Olivia. And they wanted to know about either pets or animals. So since Kara and I grew up with a lot of pets, we're both like pet animal people, I thought that that would be a good one to tell. So we're going to start with pets.
Let's talk about the pets we had growing up.
Oh, yeah, we had so many pets.
It's so many. Of course, dogs and cats. We had dogs and cats.
Dogs, cats, goats.
Laura had a goat. Same as Billy. We nicknamed him Willie.
No, Willie was the second goat. There were two.
Yeah.
Billy was the first one, and Willie was the second one. Willie's the one that died while we were on vacation, remember? And the neighbor, or Sarah, was feeding it, and she had to call and tell us that the goat died while we were on vacation.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, say hi to my friends.
Yeah. Hi, Parksy.
Okay, so we had the goats. Willie's the one that bucked me in the buns, and I still have a scar from where his horns went into my bottom.
He also bucked Duke when he was a baby, my little dog, and went...
Send him flying. Oh, we're going to talk about Duke later. Okay, so
we
had
had
two goats.
Petunia the pig.
Petunia, we had a potbelly pig. What else?
We had ducks. When we were really little,
we had ducks. Oh, yeah, I guess I remember seeing pictures of them. Okay, we had ducks.
Yeah.
We had, I had Buttons when I was really little, the little white fluffy dog that Mom and Dad told me he ran away, but actually he got hit by a car. That's sad.
Yeah, I remember that. We had guinea pigs and hamsters, or gerbils, maybe.
And then I had a gerbil. I had a hamster that ate a hole in my favorite pair of stirrup pants.
Those have not really come back yet, have they?
No, they really haven't. Because they're not cool. They just pull your pants down the whole day.
Yeah. You had a chinchilla.
I did have a chinchilla. That's when I worked at the pet store. Remember I had that little one-legged hamster? He was white.
No.
He was albino, and he had the red eyes.
No.
Don't you remember that?
No.
He was the cutest. And then I gave him to a little boy at the pet store for some reason. I don't remember why. Oh, guinea pigs. Did we say guinea pigs?
Yeah, with Chad and
Pepper.
Pepper.
I named Chad after my cousin because I thought he was cool.
And we, one of them, was it Chad or Pepper, got constipated, and I think, isn't that why he died? I don't know.
That's not
I think
funny.
that's all of them. We had birds. We had canary birds, and our neighbor Carly's dog ate one when we were on vacation.
Oh, yeah, Spike.
And her mom, Spike ate it. Her mom felt bad, so she took me to Rite Aid and bought me a Barbie, I think.
Oh, because the dog ate your toy?
Yeah, Mom was not very happy about that.
Sorry, someone's playing with toys next to me, and it's a little distracting. Okay, so that was most of the pets. I'm sure there were more, but I think that was fish. We had fish, too.
Yeah.
Periodically.
Fish.
Yeah. So... yeah, anyway, I don't know why Mom and Dad let us have so many pets, but we had a lot of pets. Okay.
Yeah, they were nice.
So, speaking about odd varieties of pets, I was thinking about when what was your rooster's name? Did it even have a name? Oh, just Rooster. Okay.
We're just going to call it Rooster. It did have a funny name, but it's a little bit inappropriate, so we're just going to call it Rooster.
Yeah. So, Rooster... this is a recent story. So, actually Easter's coming up, so this is good timing for this story. So Easter's coming up, and we were at Kara's house in Oregon for Easter, and they had just bought some farm property and they've always had chickens and roosters and things like that at their other house too. But they had a rooster and a bunch of chickens. I had my own chicken there. Her name is Blue Ivy. She lays blue eggs. It's amazing. Do you still have Blue Ivy?
I'm not quite sure. We have, I think so, because I think we have all three of the like grayish colored chickens.
Yeah.
Chicken Little.
Is there one that lays blue eggs? Because we could just say it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all three of them do. It's the breed they are.
Oh, okay. So anyway, the rooster, all the kids were playing outside, and this rooster was not very nice. And he had attacked people before, hadn't he? But never caused like any major damage.
Yeah, he's just a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, and so the kids were playing outside, and Kara's niece comes in. Her name's Harper. She was 2, 3? Two. And she comes in, and the rooster has like pecked her in the face, but we can't see the pecking. It's like, or did it get her with its claws?
Its claws, yeah.
Oh, I
it
thought
was
it
like
pecked her.
3.
Oh, I thought it pecked her
like
face.
that.
Oh, it's grosser when you think about it pecking her. But anyway, and so she comes in, and she's not even acting upset or sad, but all the adults are like in making Easter food or I don't know, whatever we're doing. And her face is like covered in blood. Like it looks like a murder scene. And her mom was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, we washed it off, and it ended up just being these 3 little things, but she had managed to like smear it all over. That's like the most real life horror story movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was bad. We had to take care of that rooster. Yeah. Well, and when you buy chicks, you buy them when they're really little. You don't know. You assume you're getting a female because they do what's called called sexing them, where they figure out what gender they are, but they're not always right. And so sometimes you end up with a rooster, which they're really not good for anything unless you want fertilized eggs to make more chicks. And we didn't. We just want them for eggs. So
yeah,
that rooster had to go bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Farm life. Oh yeah, the dogs. You had a dog that was he's like sweet, but also a jerk. What were we talking about?
He was like that devil child that like he's so cute and you love him so much, but like he makes you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah, I got a friend. Yeah, so I will never forget when you. Okay, get out of my video, you creeper. I'll never forget when you were living in Oregon and I went down to visit you. Actually, before you even moved down there, when we were at your apartment complex and you got out in the parking lot and you thought it was like a fun game to run around. And we were chasing him in your parking lot of your apartment complex for like 45 minutes. I've never felt dumber in my life. I would have left him if you hadn't spent so much money on him.
Oh, that dog! I can't tell you how many times I had to chase. He almost jumped out of the car in South Center, like right by that Target. You might have been with. I think you were with me. And he was sitting on my lap, and he just went to like lunge out the window, and I caught him. Luckily, he didn't, because he would have been roadkill. But
well, didn't he jump out of the back of the truck when Colin was driving one time? Because Colin made him ride back.
Yeah, Colin made him ride it. He's this little. He was like 25 pounds. I mean, just this little guy.
I'll put a picture of him on the end.
What's that?
At the end of the video, I'll put a picture of him, but he's little.
Yeah. Little guy. So, Colin, my husband, he felt like Duke needed to start riding in the back of the truck. Well, Duke has never ridden in the back of anything before.
Like a farm dog, even though he's like 20 pounds.
Yeah. And so, we put him in the back of the truck, and I'm just not happy with it. We're going down the highway. We stop, roll up to the stop sign, and he just bolts. He takes off, but we were still going like 20 miles an hour, 15 miles per hour. I mean, it's fast enough for a dog to hurt himself. So he went out of the car and did a little roll, cut his eye.
Didn't he have to get
never
stitches?
rode in the back of the car.
Didn't he have to get stitches?
Yeah, he'd have stitches, which luckily our neighbor at the time was a vet, and so we just called him, and he met us at the clinic and stitched him up. But
yeah. Or the time that we were at the dog park in Oregon, and we're standing there, and we're just talking, hanging out, and I'm visiting you, so we're like catching up, and glance over and he walks up to this guy and he just marks all up his leg, like peas all over his leg. And you're like, turn around, pretend like you don't see, turn around.
Well, you gotta expect that when you're at a dog park. I mean, that's happened twice.
Yeah,
Happened twice,
but
and both times
I think
it
it
just
makes you
got.
I think it makes you a bad person though that you didn't apologize or you just wanted to pretend like you didn't see.
Well, what are you gonna do? You don't have a towel in your pocket. Like, you can say you're sorry, but they'll
Toilet
probably
paper.
just get more mad at you if you just pretend like you don't know whose dog it is. If they're really mad, they'll come up to you.
Oh my god. Okay, what else?
Hmm.
Any other ones? Oh, doggy daycare. You worked at doggy
Oh yeah.
daycare. You used to. So
So
Kara worked at doggy daycare when she was in high school, and she used to come home, and she used to talk about the dogs like they were actual people. Like my mom runs a daycare center, a pretty big daycare center. I'm just trying to get the sun out of my face. Uh, and and Kara would come home and she would talk about the dogs like they were actual people. She'd be like, "You're not gonna believe what Arthur did today."
well, Arnold, the Black Lab Arnold.
Oh, that was what his name was.
My job, because I was like 15 or 16, you're kind of bottom of the barrel at work. You kind of do all the low man on the totem pole work. So I had to go pick up the poop after they had pooped. And, normally there's like a pile, you scrape it up, you're good to go, whatever. This Black Lab Arnold would always go and he would poop in a line, just like a spotty line. So he would poop in like a 10 to 15 foot, 20-foot line. And then you had to go and scoop it all up behind him. I hated that dog. He was the worst dog. He was like this old thing that didn't need to be at a doggy daycare.
Gross. I know.
Yeah.
I remember you coming home and talking about how they'd like poop and pee on the toys and stuff, and how naughty they were.
Yeah. It was pretty gross, but it was a fun job because I got to play with dogs all day long. So that was kind of fun.
Hey, I'd do that job now. I love
Yeah.
teaching though, but I would do that job now. Okay. So what are our leadership lessons for the day? Or maybe they're more like life lessons. I don't know if there's any leadership lessons. Well, I guess commitment. You got to be committed to working with dogs that you have to just clean up their poop all the time.
If your dog pees on somebody, you probably should apologize. But if they don't look at you, then just go ahead and walk away.
Don't get a rooster.
Don't get a rooster. Nope. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's
You
all
get
I got.
little dogs, it's like having a child.
Yeah. We have one of those. I don't know where she is. She might be behind me. Nope, she's not. I'll show her on another day.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us for True Story Tuesday. Maybe we'll have you back again for more true stories.
Yes,
All right. I have a 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old that could probably tell some really good stories.
Yeah, maybe we should do a True Story Tuesday between Parks and Asher one day.
That would be good.
Okay, we'll put it
He
on
will-
the list.
He will. We should do one about confidence because Asher, my son, who's 4, he likes to talk about how he's the fastest at everything. He's the strongest. He's the tallest. He's whatever it is. He's the best at it. And that little boy right there.
and the fastest, the tallest.
Almost the oldest since it's your birthday tomorrow.
Hey, come on, I am the oldest.
All right.
Come on,
All right. See you, leadership. Thanks for joining us. There'll be another
Yep.
episode next week. You never know who next week's guest will be. Stay tuned.
Never.
We're home all the time, so let
We
us
are
know.
too. Weird. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.